What is up? Welcome back to the vlog. We are in Dublin on the way to Las Vegas. Let's go. Alright, Dunkin' Donuts, it has to be done. Medium iced coffee. Let's go for it. So, we just landed in Vegas after I think 2.5 hour delay sitting on the plane. As you can see, I'm absolutely wrecked, looking like Kermit the Frog. But, first impressions, it's quite funny literally hopping off the plane and there are slot machines right there. So welcome to Vegas. We're waiting to just hop straight into bed. Been up for over 24 hours, traveling for about 24 hours. So yeah, let's get some sleep.
Planners can check in online.
Good morning from Vegas. So we all slept a bit poorly, but we're up early, on the move. We're kind of outside, inside. The hotel is mad. The hotel is mad. It's like, we were reading up on it, it cost 300 million back in 1990 to build it, but like there's restaurants inside, Starbucks inside, massive casino inside, 3 pools, just everything. You wouldn't even have to leave, really, if you didn't want to. So we're on the way to get some breakfast. Our first time experiencing it properly during the day anyway. It's a fucking savage day. What is it, 10 degrees, goes up to about 15 Celsius that is, so perfect temperature, nice little breeze. Look at that, madness. This is our hotel over here. So today's plan is we're going to grab some breakfast, meet up now at Denny's. Has to be done. I know Americans don't tend to like it because it's not as good quality food. It's kind of like, you know, it's fast food chains and stuff, but we don't have them at home, so it's a novelty. And then after that we're going to go to the RV company because we're getting an RV on Saturday, I think it is Sunday. Driving that around for a week in exchange for making a bit of content. So Nathan back here, there's Shane, there's Nathan. Nathan is going to do some video for them. I'll do a few photos and stuff, and basically then in exchange for making the content we get the RV for free. So it's handy, like that. We haven't really been using that sort of what's the term for it, social media sort of not influence, but it's you're exchanging your content services for something that would cost money, which we've never really taken advantage of before. So it's cool. It's not like we're famous or anything. We just reached out to 10 people and one got back and said, yeah, we'd love it, and that was it. So we'll keep you updated. Here we are. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Shane.
Oh yeah, they do it.
So here we are at Blackford RV, so we're creating content for today, a little bit of tomorrow as well. They've kindly let us use the RVs, so we're trying around and stuff. So we have to do some introductions through, is it 5 in the fleet? So different options. We have a mini bag, the other ones, because I'm not an RV guy. But it's really interesting work. It's really windy, so we're trying to figure out the best conditions. As I just said, that it's got super windy. Trying to figure out the best conditions outside, inside, figure it all out. Nathan here.
What's my nice one? Well, yeah, we're here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As Anna said, we're here with Blacksford RVs. I'm on camera today. Anna's doing a bit of audio work with me, doing some behind the scenes. And yeah, it's going to film these RVs. And we're excited for the trip this week. Let's go.
So there's one, there's another, some over there. As you can tell, a lot of background noise, so I have to figure this out now. But it's all part of it. So we just finished up, wrapping up here. Look at that sunset. It's not doing it justice. Look at that. Incredible. So we just filmed some content for these RVs, went to two of them, through two of them. We have 3 to do tomorrow. And yeah, being blessed with this beautiful sunrise, sunset. Oh, you can tell I'm tired now. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the vlog.
Bronco.
Yeah, it's a full-size Bronco Sport. Well, full-size Bronco. Sounds cool.
Day 2 wrapped up.
Day 2 wrapped up.
Getting the RV tomorrow. And loads of content coming.
Fashion show mall. So, like, this is a high-end mall.
Middle of, I was going to say, where are we? Middle of Vegas. What is this? The world's biggest souvenir shop right behind us. We were just watching the UFC, which was pretty cool, in a sports bar, and we're all tired as per usual, but we're picking up the RV tomorrow and we're going to start heading then towards Grand Canyon and just kind of traveling around to some national parks, and it should be good. Good morning from sunny Vegas, well, just outside Vegas. So this was our first night camping and picked up the camper yesterday from Blacksford RV. So I do want to shout them out because without this it wouldn't be possible. So essentially what we did was we've created some content for Blacksford that they can use, like inductions and things like that, and then some content while we're out on the road, and in exchange we get to drive around the RV for a week, which is a great deal on both sides, to be honest. And yeah, this is not like a sponsored ad or anything like that, it's just I wanted to throw that in there to explain our side of it. So we had to camp last night and it was quite late by the time we got going. We took a few wrong turns and stuff on the highway. There was a crash on the highway. Typical, life just doesn't always go to plan. And then we got to the Valley of Fire, and that was amazing. We got to sunset there, we saw the longhorn sheep. So I'm going to put all these videos here as well so you'll see them. And then we stopped at 2 campgrounds and both of them were full because it was quite late anyway, and you need to book them a few days in advance. So there are things we're learning as well. I think it's like 2 or 3 days in advance, so we're now looking for kind of Wednesday, Thursdays, because today is Monday, to see if we can book those in advance. And then it was getting quite dark and we were like, right, where do we stay? And we found somewhere where there was other RVs pulled up. So these are BLM grounds, they're called. So we just pulled up here, and you don't have like water, electricity or anything like that, you just have whatever the RV has, but we're well equipped. So we're able to have a shower, we have gas, there's a generator, so it was great. And yeah, overall decent experience. We need to try and find a campsite, so we're going to head off early today and try and find one so that we can plug up, charge up, we can just have electricity running all night rather than the generator. and have water as well for like a shower, because there is a shower in here. It's quite small. It absolutely does the job, but it's just obviously a bit easier if you can find a campsite. So here we are in the middle of nowhere. We're going to head to Zion today, which is about 2 hours from where we are. We actually entered Valley of Fire and then we had to leave again, so we had to go back on ourselves, but it was either that or an hour or two in towards the unknown. We had no signal, no reception, and we didn't really know where we were going, even though we have a map and stuff. We just didn't know where we could actually pull in, and if we got to a campsite, that could have been full as well. So we just decided to go back on ourselves, and we're going to head off soon, and yeah, just enjoy whatever we get to see today. Mexican cola, absolutely savage. Sun, Mexican cola, RV, campsite sorted for later on. So we're going to chill out for the evening, light a fire and do a bit of work. I have to catch up on some work because we are a few hours behind and it's Monday. I have to get stuff done somehow. What's up, Nathan?
Amigos.
So we just had some Mexican food, side of the road, in that truck over there. How was it?
Lovely, just how Mexican should be. Nice, spicy too.
Fresh ingredients. And the Mexican cola. What is up? So here we are on the campgrounds in Zion, and this is called
Sandy Love?
Sandy something. We're going with the flow, so there's not an exact plan. And I hope you enjoy it as much as we're enjoying it. It is exactly how you think it is going to be. It's just beautiful. It's crazy. Everywhere you look, there's views that are spectacular. People are very, very friendly around here as well. So yeah. Impressions?
As it should be.
As it should be. He's eating, he's not even talking. Yeah, it's a cool vibe, nice little diner. This hash is class. So, time to update the vlog. Nathan is doing the same behind me. We are out for a little hike. So we just drove from Zion towards Bryce direction. Went to a little place called Canab, which was recommended by someone in a diner where we stopped this morning, and we just decided to actually stay here tonight, stay in a little motel because it's going to get very cold at night and we're all a bit run down, a bit tired. So we're going to do that. We're just doing a little trail here, hiking trail. It's called the Sand Caves, just outside Canab, or in Canab. Look like a lovely little city, little town. Lots to do and explore around here. So we're going to do that and then head to Bryce early in the morning instead, because we are still an hour to an hour and a half away, depending on where you go in Bryce. So yeah, enjoy the views of this. So far it's amazing. I can see caves over there. There's snow on some of the mountains. Like, just look at this. There's like wave formations on the rocks. And so many of the mountains on the drive down here were crazy. As you can see, snow over there. Caves, there's snow. I don't know how there's snow because it's like 18, 20 degrees. But yeah, just on this little hike, and I will update you when we get to the caves. You can pull the rope. little bit of scaling. Very fun, on my hands and knees. It's a cooler hike than I thought. Just down, that was beautiful. Just such a great experience. I was going to say magnificent, I'm using all the big words, but there's no other way to describe it. I think it was just really, really cool, well worth doing. It was a little bit challenging at times, as you can see, scaling the rocks and stuff. One lady got stuck and we were kind of helping her and stuff. And you would be kind of like worried about it a little bit initially, but once you know what you're doing and there's other people there, you'll be all good. But it's definitely worth it. And lots of fun. I absolutely love hiking. So this is a new place ticked off the list. New experience. Usually I'm hiking and it's soaking wet or snowy or windy, but it was just sandy and you had to worry about slipping and wearing runners. Not ideal. Bring hiking boots if you're going to do this. You need the grip. You can do without it, but it was definitely slippy. Nathan, how did you find that?
To be honest, it wasn't as bad as it looked. It looked steep, a bit tricky in parts, but it was worth it. I'm in awe, to be honest.
And if Nathan can do it, you can do it. No offense. No, I just mean like, you know, you don't go out hiking all the time or anything. Like a beginner can do it, so give it a go and enjoy. So updated the vlog. We stayed in Utah in a motel kind of thing, travel lodge, and it just so happens that it was a 20-minute walk from the only bar in Utah. Testing out some beer. This isn't actually IPA, it's just an IPA glass. What was the name of this beer? Do you have it there?
It's a Mikaro Ultra.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And that is
a juicy IPA.
Nice. Check out the bar. Oh, it's a cool whole place to yourselves. Nice signs on the wall. Oh. Ruined the Here we are in Bryce National Park. Look at that. Incredible. Everywhere you look. Good morning. This is day, I don't even know, confused with all the days and the time zone differences. Barely even know what day it is. I think it's Thursday today. Let me double check. It is Thursday. So been here since the weekend, so this is maybe day 5 or 6. And we stayed in this lovely little town called Escalante or Escalante. There's an E at the end, so I don't know if you ever put the E there or not or pronounce it. Just hooked up in an RV campsite. Very, very quiet because it's off-peak season. There was a lot of snow out where we were yesterday in Bryce National Park. We didn't really want to be driving around when it was snowing, because there was severe weather warnings in place, and it's not an all-wheel drive, the RV, so it just didn't make sense, especially in conditions and roads we don't know, and lots of bends and no signal and stuff. So we pulled up in this spot and got up bright and early this morning. I saw a deer just up here. I'll try and add some photos into this, which was incredible. They were just up there on the hill staring at me and eventually ran off. But yeah, we found a nice little bar last night for food, and they served Guinness, which was funny because there's not many bars around Utah in general, let alone Guinness, so it was interesting to find that. But we are going to head to Page, so we're about 3 hours from Page. That is the plan today. This is where we are, in the middle of nowhere really. That's the RV. Nathan slept up there, we slept down here. There's a double bed here, another double up there. So there's a lot of room when it comes to sleeping. We finally figured out the heat properly as well, because it got to freezing temperatures last night, but we finally figured out the heat, so it could come on automatically once it hit a certain temperature, and that made such a difference because we had a little bit of issues figuring that out. But yeah, I can't wait to get to Page. It has been on my list for a long time. So we're in the middle of a blizzard. We were told to watch out for the weather and that it's very unpredictable here. We're just near Bryce Canyon, stopping around the subway, because there's not really much around here, to be honest. Other places are closed for the winter. I'm not surprised why. I can see why. So we're going to head off to Page. Still another 2 hours away now, so we have an hour and a half of the journey done, and hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Where we are now, it's going to get to -5, -6. Right now it feels like -10, even though it's like 0, so it's freezing. It feels fresh, but we want to get away from this because it's going to get worse. I think around 6 or so it's going to get very cold, and just driving in those conditions is not good, but it's all part of the adventure, isn't it? Take it handy. Morning from Page, Arizona. So we drove through that storm last night. Some experience driving in the blizzard, but we're all good. Took it easy. And in Arizona now the weather is completely different. So this morning we're going doing Antelope Canyon, which has been on my list. So looking forward to doing that. We have to get going now. So we have to leave in the next like 5-10 minutes. And it should be good because we got some good light right now. It's going to be somewhere over that direction, and I'll have some content with that. Good morning. I hope your day is going well wherever you are watching this in the world. Cheers. So here we are outside it. Can't take any videos in there. We're going to take lots of photos with the camera. I think it's probably over there somewhere. Or maybe actually it's in here. I can see the jeeps coming here, so it's in that direction. You can't enter there on your own. You need to enter with a guide, so you have to pay for a guide. You can't. There's no other way around it. And it was about, I think the cheapest one was about $50 each. And you can get different options and stuff, but that's the one we went for.
There's a heart, but it's going to be upside down heart to my left right here.
So here we are at the Horseshoe Bend Lookout, just back from looking at Antelope Canyon, which was amazing. As I said, it's kind of, you can't make loads of videos while you're there. We took loads and loads of photos, and there's a lot of different people. It can be crowded and stuff at times. So you have to kind of be respectful of people, like, and you know, you only have a short window to take photos and that. But here we are having a cup of tea and about to admire the view. Look at that view, insane. It's up there with the Cliffs of Moher for sure, and it was $10 to pull in and park and take as long as you want. Definitely worth it if you're thinking about it. If you're ever in Arizona, look at that. Holy shit, I would not like to fall down there. That'd be the end of me. Made it finally to the Grand Canyon. We couldn't see anything because, as you can tell, it's covered in snow. It was all misty and foggy, so we didn't see anything on the way. Very wild driving. It is minus, I want to say 6 or 8, but it says it feels like minus 16, which is the coldest I've ever felt. Proper snow. It's like a winter wonderland here. And we're just checking into a hotel. We were gonna, the plan was to camp in BLM grounds, which is where you can pull in and stay there, but it was actually too cold to do that and too unsafe, because if more snow came during the night, which it probably will, it'd be very hard to get out. We didn't want to get stuck, so yeah. The man's doing well, but like, really. The Grand Canyon, thankfully we can see. Oh shit. Snow in my eyes, thankfully we can see something today. It was covered yesterday with snow. Let's go down here for a view. Literally just started it now. So many little areas to look at, but just look at this. First bit of spud in a week. How are we feeling?
Excited. It's home.
They really do it big here with their desserts in America. Just for reference, don't have a banana for scale, but I have Nathan's head. He has a big head.
That's
So,
the
oh
thumbnail.
shit!
Don't punch it.
Push it down. After a long day of traveling from the Grand Canyon, seeing the Grand Canyon to Lake. So at Lake Havasu is where we're staying now after traveling from the Grand Canyon. Took us like 5 or 6 hours, but we got here. Incredible sunset, so it's a great way to greet us. Gonna park up here for the night in the RV camp, and yeah, taking it all in. Last couple of days in the RV. Good morning from Lake Havasu. So we're at Sam's place, I was going to say Sam's Diner, for breakfast. It was a good half an hour wait, and we're waiting for food for about an hour. So usually when there's a big wait and a big queue, it means that the food is good. It's a cool little spot. It feels like someone's sitting room almost. But this place is beautiful. We only decided yesterday that we'd go here. We were going to stay somewhere else, and decided we'd go a little bit further, even though we're still a couple hours from Las Vegas, which is where we're going back to. We thought it would make sense to stop off near Lake Havasu, and this place is probably one of my favorites so far. Everyone just seems like they're relaxed, driving around dune buggies, chilling, lots of camping, lots of just good vibes, lots of everything here. There's proper gyms and everything, and the weather is absolutely savage, so it's a good spot. Here is the breakfast, looking good. Omelette and hash brown. How are we feeling?
Ah,
Lots of ammo. We got ammo. You need ammo, we got it.
Oh, nice.
I got that one and this one over here if you like.
You got so many.
Got 300 black ones. No, that's cool. They're expensive though. No, if I get them, I'm gonna want at least $55 for them.
Just for the vlog.
Daddy's home. Get in, loser, we're taking him back.
Fremont Street?
No, we haven't checked it out. Everyone's been saying that.
That's where you should go tonight.
It's very wild though, yeah?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And tonight I drove through it to drop someone off earlier at like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
It's crazy, yeah.
It's gonna be nuts. But then again, I was younger. I was hanging in a different kind of crowd.
It's time to fly back from here to Boston, then from Boston back to Dublin, from Dublin back to Galway. And that's always the worst part of the trip, is hopping on that bus. But yeah, it's been a blast traveling around America in the RV. That was definitely the highlight of the trip. And spend time with my buddy, you know. And poor Shane, he's staying on for 3 days. He checked into this hotel for 3 days. There's a load of homeless people in the hotel because it was a really cheap hotel. So hopefully he'll be okay because he's going to Panama after. But he'll be good. So that is the end of the vlog. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe for more. And hopefully I'll be updating to DJI Osmo soon. Do more vlogs instead of my phone, although it's doing an okay job. Getting better at just walking around talking. People don't give a shit. That's the big thing you want to remember, is that people don't care about what you're doing. They're so focused on themselves. It's a passing thought for a second, that's all it is, and then it goes. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Chase your dreams.
Chase the dreams.
In Boston, just had to get a shuttle because we were delayed by an hour. I know I said it was the end of the vlog, but this is probably the end of the vlog.